I recently walked into a bank in Taiwan to replace a debit card. It should have been a completely straightforward swap, trading one dull slice of plastic for another. But I handed the teller my permanent resident card, a piece of identification that does not have an expiration or renewal date printed on it. That single missing piece of data produced an immediate air of suspicion. A simple errand ground to an agonizing crawl, as my documents were photocopied repeatedly and my signature was scrutinized relentlessly, just to prove I was who I claimed to be. The novelist Franz Kafka understood the absurdity of these institutions perfectly. He noted that you do not have to accept everything a bureaucracy does as true. You must only accept it as necessary. We naturally hate this external friction, but an administratively oriented society runs on it, and dealing with it is simply a fixed cost of modern life. We allow a lost hour in a bank to enrage us, yet we frequently squander years of our own time without a second thought. This grid contains exactly 27,375 illuminated dots, the strict biological constraint of the average human lifespan in days. While bureaucracies waste our minutes, we fill our own days with a pervasive tedium, lacking the imagination to do anything other than passively wait. The actual dilemma is specific. Many people simply do not know what to do with the time they occupy in this unique reality. The most damaging waste occurs when the human mind remains passive and directionless. Finding a direction begins with a foundational assumption. You have to believe that you are worthy of life and that you have a specific mission to fulfill while you are here. Time operates much like this river, a relentless, endlessly flowing current of water. You can choose to stand passively on the shore and watch it drain away, or you can wade in, gather it up, and drink it to gain energy. But to actively capture a flowing liquid, you are bound by a rigid mechanical requirement. You have to build a functional container. When it comes to human time, that necessary, life-saving container is a deliberate daily routine. This temporal container is constructed in the first few hours of every single day. It might look like waking up, immediately making the bed, washing, writing in a notebook, completing a strict set of exercises, and taking a moment to pray. The exact tasks you choose for this regimen do not actually matter. The structural integrity comes entirely from the act of deliberate daily repetition. By successfully managing your time at this microscopic level, you generate self-efficacy, the deep psychological conviction that you can execute the behaviors required to produce specific outcomes. Building this private routine is the necessary first step. It is how you gather your time so you can eventually reach your ultimate life assignment. Scaling that daily control outward changes your relationship with your environment. You stop reacting to external demands as a wage slave and start operating as a critical thinker. The British leader and polymath Winston Churchill understood exactly what accesses this kind of lifetime success. We can map Churchill's claim on this graph. The volatile line represents sporadic high intelligence, or raw strength, which often plateaus early. The stoutly climbing line represents continuous effort. As you can see, mathematical consistency always overtakes sporadic brilliance over a long enough horizon. Continuous effort serves as the key to human potential. Since that effort relies on routine, your personal regimen levels the playing field against raw talent. Acknowledging all this leaves you with a daunting reality. Building this container and accomplishing a major dream requires a vast, intimidating amount of time. The 20th century broadcaster Earl Nightingale had a strict rule regarding ambition and the temptation to give up. He warned that you should never abandon a dream simply because of the time it will take to accomplish it. That time is going to pass anyway, so stop fighting the unchangeable inefficiencies of society. Build your own daily receptacle, gather your focus, and look for something beautiful in whatever remains of your 27,375 days.